Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back. This is the Mofo Schitler Show. Oh, God. You know, I've been spelling it the wrong way. One of you brilliant women put in there Schitler. That's the way to spell it. Oh. Okay, this one's for Friday, June 13th. It's supposed to be his solar return birthday, but who knows? But I mean, with the power his father had, maybe he did manipulate his birthday. I don't know. And the birth time has always been highly suspicious to me because back in those days, in the United States, it wasn't legal. There was no law that made the nurses or anyone who was recording birth information to put the exact time that the baby takes its first breath. So there's that. But anyway, let's let the cards tell me. How's his health today? What's going on? Well, too much is going on. There's a lot of negative news that he doesn't want hitting the ground. He doesn't want out there hitting the ground. He himself is ungrounded with the, it's a snow day, up the nose again. So, oh gosh. And I already did a reading on what the catheter is all about. So, I'll say whatever I can with whatever comes through the cards, but we did have the Eight of Wands in there, and I won't spoil the no spoilers here in what came through in that reading because it was surprising. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So, but anyway, for today, for the 13th, he has a lot going on, and I don't know if I think he would just be staying, actually, maybe he's traveling around before, because this is an air travel card, and you'd think he'd be staying close to the White House because that's where he'll be for the parade, but or for the Army celebration, and he's trying to say it's not for his birthday. Yeah, sure. Really? Sure. But anyway, health-wise, the Eight of Wands can have to do with headaches and breathing problems and falling down. With and that's especially the case when we have the Knight of Wands, because we're ungrounded. This is in a challenge position. This is my card for addictions. And, he's just scattered all over the place. Reckless, scattered energy, and very, very arrogant. Early in the morning, there's some blow up the nose. And where's my mommy? And things didn't go so well talking with Putin, maybe, the night before. There's that possibility. So anyway, with the Five of Pentacles on the health level, when it comes through upright, it's pretty bad. It's, financial loss. But with him, he's always got ways to bring in money because he is such the grifter, and nobody's stopping him. GOP is letting him get away with everything. Somebody needs to 25th Amendment him. But anyway, so also with the Five of Pentacles, we're looking at, just problems with his head and the way he thinks, foggy thinking, brain fog. So, yeah. Other than that, Mercury in Taurus just brings through thinking only about money. But maybe, I feel like maybe he's feeling left out in the cold by the women in his life. Now, I don't know someone commented about Marla Maples being back around. Why would she do that? At this point, as young as she is and as old as he is, that doesn't make sense to me. But if they're seen together, that would be interesting. It may have something to do with, Tiffany, their daughter. Is that a possibility? But anywho, when on just health, on the level of health, when we have the Empress come through reverse because it's ruled by Venus, we're talking blood sugar problems, this lymphatic system, kidneys. So with the catheter, everything's able to drain out, but I think he's not able to evacuate well anymore, actually, because remember, we always get that Four of Pentacles, and this one came through either yesterday or I don't know. This one's for Friday, and tomorrow's I already have uploaded, and I did so many readings in between with clients I don't remember. I can't remember. Okay, dysfunctional family time. You ever see those Jim Carrey show or the In Living Color, Dysfunctional Family Home Show? So anyway, Ten of Cups reverse is our dysfunctional family card. On looking at the health, we have somebody giving him bad health advice and just nutritional deficiencies. Sometimes it's an unexpected surgery, and maybe that's what the catheter is all about. Something had to be done quickly because he couldn't go on his own, I'm guessing. So Five of Swords, when we're looking at health, this is, well, if we just stay out of health for a moment, this is our card for humiliation and conflict and loss and people who are just, they love to fight, but walking away. He's having trouble walking around. He's not up very much, and when he is, he goes slow, and he's got that weird thing going on with his right leg, and when he wears lifts, and people say he stuffs his shoes, and that's why his heels are always coming out, like during the ear incident. So anyway, okay, but Five of Swords. It's not reverse, so I can't say, much more about it, but it is our card for something midday or noontime and, to, let's say noon to 5 or something. And that would be Eastern time. This could have to do with a family issue that has him feeling defeated and in great conflict, and maybe feeling even a little humiliated, like his family knows what's going on, and he's not receiving anything to support him. His issue with his mother is at the crux of all of his problems, but he's never gone into his dysfunctional family family issues to try and heal that. So, and when we don't do that work, things do show up in the body, because our body's always trying to help us heal our soul. The body and soul are one. There's no separation. But he doesn't meet his feelings. He doesn't even want to feel his feelings. He numbs out constantly. So he's destroyed relationships, and he's suffering humiliation. And this is my card for self-sabotage. So all of his health issues are self-inflicted, which I can't say that that's the thing for anyone else. It's sometimes we just bring in things so that we can grow spiritually and then maybe help others too. Later in the evening, with the Two of Wands reversed and the Two of Cups. Okay, so now I'm kind of wondering about his relationship with Pooty, because the Empress can relate to Russia. The Two of Wands reversed. God, it seems like I've gotten this in the last few days or so before. I mean, I'm remembering. So, or it's like a deja vu thing. But Two of Wands reversed, because it's Mars and Aries, this can be an accident. This is somebody who definitely is afraid of change, but he doesn't have good plans. He loves mowing down other people, and he wants to be better than everyone else. But he's not. No one's really better than anyone else. I mean, that's... Yeah, so... And maybe he's mowing down, maybe this doesn't have anything to do with Russia or Putin, but he's mowing down the person that helps him the most with his health care. Because I could imagine that it would be a little humiliating for him when he's having to, get the bags emptied or get new bags put on, the catheter, right? That's what I'm getting here. Mars in Cancer can also be tummy problems, fire in the belly. And with the Three of Swords, again, both of these cards have to do with rejection. Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords can be rejection. But on level of health, this is a major problem with his health. So, yeah. Could even be heart surgery, but with all these other cards, I don't think so yet. So, okay. Unless he's already had, I remember Libby getting once that she thought for sure he had a stent put in. And I think they go in fairly easily, so maybe that's what's happening here. That may very well be the case. But the day before, he's got this big birthday celebration. If that's the case, that would be an interesting conundrum, wouldn't it? But the Four of Pentacles brings in this, problem with digestion, and his head's not working right, and he's holding on, Yeah. Kind of greedy, kind of greedy. Very greedy, very materialistic. And his heart's closed, and there's a lot of pain in it. Relationships have never been his forte or have worked out well with him. Now, the Two of Pentacles, so at the bottom, the foundation of the reading, we have the Two of Pentacles, and here's his friggin' parade. He's being seen. He's getting ready to, whether or not he's, whatever he's doing today, he's going to be seen, or something. This could be a lot of bad news hitting the ground, and maybe he's fallen off, whatever, and fallen down, because there's balance problems here with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Swollen joints is also a hallmark of this card, but it's primarily just up and down, and he's trying to adapt and be flexible and prioritize like time-sensitive issues. All the while, he's only thinking about the parade, the military parade. It's all about the military parade today for him. So, yeah. And pride goes before the fall. He's short with his healthcare person, and that doesn't go well. And blow up the nose in the morning, like I said, and maybe there's a phone call with Putin, or I'll show Putin who I am, because he loves the tanks. He wants the tanks, even though, how much is this whole parade costing? Is it like 100 and... Oh, wait, I'm mixing other things up. I think it's about 140 or 35. I can't remember the exact, but it's well over 100 million to bring in all the troops that he's brought in to federalize the California National Guard, if that's the way you pronounce it, or if that's the way you would describe it. I'm not sure, but the LAPD is a vast. There's LA City PD and there's LA County PD, and they are very, very well equipped. And none of this needed to happen. But no, he's wasting well over $100 million taxpayer dollars to protect LA when LA doesn't need his protection, doesn't need his interference. So there's that on top of this parade and air shows all over the place. I think that's what he's looking at today too, but his heart's just closed, totally closed. So, okay, well, I'll be back later for Saturdays. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bye.